Board, Ms. Isabel, Ms. Burke, Ms. Fleming, and Ms. Guinness, members of the faculty, parents, guardians, family, and students. Welcome to the first annual Indian River School chapter of the National Junior Honor Society induction ceremony. We are gathered here to formally recognize those students who have been selected by the Faculty Council of our school for successfully completing their candidacy and are being inducted as new members of our NJHS chapter. For current members of the Mascoma chapter of the National Honor Society and those former members who may be among our guests, we hope this will serve to remind you of the standards of excellence you are charged with maintaining as members of the nation's oldest, largest, and most prestigious student recognition program. Our chapter is proud that this is our first year of our induction and society, and it's just the beginning of recognizing students for their dedication. Today's ceremony indicates the emphasis on excellence that we represent for our school and community. Throughout the year, members of our chapter serve as role models for other students, and today they will be recognized. In addition to the strong academic records which established our leaders in many student organizations, and we serve our school and community through our many activities, including the IRS Student Council, sports teams, band, and theater groups, the Cardigan Mountain Bobcats 4-H Club, and Community Girl Scouts and Boy Scouts troop. We are proud of their accomplishment and welcome these new members who bring in new energy and support of our continuing work as NJHS members. I now announce that Kaylee Felix will lead us in our pledge. If you can all stand this time.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. At this time, we proclaim to all in attendance that membership in the Indian River School chapter of the National Junior Honor Society has been earned by these candidates through the effective demonstration of the 5 qualities that serve as standards for the society. Members of the chapter will now review these qualities for the candidates. We begin with scholarship. Ms. Fleming?
Thank you so much, Ms. Vesky. Scholarship denotes a commitment to learning. A student is willing to spend hours in reading and study, knowing the lasting benefits of a cultivated mind. We should continue to learn even when formal education has ended, for human education ends only with the end of life. Knowledge is one great element in life, which leads to the highest success, and it can be acquired in only one way: through diligence and effort. Learning furnishes the lamp by which we read the past, the torch guiding us to understand the present, and the light that illuminates the future. Candidates have the charge to continually expand their world through opportunities inherent in scholarship. Ralph Waldo Emerson once said, "Scholarship is to be created not by compulsion, but by awakening a pure interest in knowledge."
Thank you, Ms. Fleming. Ms. Hutchins will discuss service.
My office is service. Service can be established in the routine of the day's work, where many opportunities arise to help others both at school and in the community. A willingness to work for the benefit of those in need without monetary compensation or public recognition is the quality we seek in our membership and promote for the entire student body. We are committed to volunteering our time and talents to the creation of a better tomorrow. In the words of my hero, Mr. Rogers, at the center of the universe is a loving heart that continues to beat and that wants the best for every person. Anything that we do to help foster the intellect and spirit and emotional growth of our fellow human beings, that is our job. Those of us who have this particular vision must continue against all odds. Life is for service.
Thank you, Ms. Hutchins. Ms. Oliver will discuss leadership.
Leadership should exert a wholesome influence on the school. In taking initiative in the classroom and in school activities, the real leader strives to train and aid others to reach their common goals of success. The price of leadership is sacrifice, the willingness to yield one's personal interest to the interests of others. A leader has self-confidence and will go forward when others hesitate. No matter what power and resources may exist in a school, community, or nation, they are ineffectual without the guidance of a wise leader. Leadership is always needed. Thus, to lead is a meaningful and substantive charge to each of our members. In the words of Lao Cha, a leader is best when people barely know he exists. When his work is done, his aim fulfilled, they will say, "We did it all by ourselves."
Thank you, Ms. Oliver. Ms. Wilbur will come discuss character.
Character is the force within the individual that distinguishes each person from others. It creates for each of us our individuality and our goodness. It is that without which no one can respect oneself, nor hope to attain the respect of others. It is this force of character that guides one through life, and once developed, grows steadily within. Character is achieved and not received. It is the product of constant thought and action, the daily striving to make the right choice. The problem of character is the problem of self-control. We must be, in reality, what we wish to appear to others, to be rather than to seem. By demonstrating such qualities as respect, responsibility, trustworthiness, fairness, caring, and citizenship, we may hope to prove by example that we value character. In the words of Eleanor Roosevelt, people grow through experience if they meet life honestly and courageously. This is how character is built.
Thank you, Ms. Wilbur. Ms. Frost will come talk about citizenship.
Citizenship, the obligations each member of our society faces to live up to the democratic ideals given to us by the founders of our country. The responsibilities each of us has to our home community, our state, our nation, and our world are many. As good citizens, we are bound to live up to the laws and guidelines which unite us as a civilized society. Good citizens work together to improve not only our lives, but the lives of our fellow citizens. Good citizenship requires that we remain strong and vigilant in protecting the freedoms and rights that have been granted to us and in preventing injustice from entering our lives. We, the members of the chapter, are called to live up to the high standards of citizenship from this day forward. In the words of Robert Kennedy, since the days of Greece and Rome, the word citizen was a title of honor.
Thank you, Ms. Frost. At this time, will the new inductees please rise and raise your right hand, and we'll repeat the pledge. You're going to repeat each line after me. You ready? Okay. I pledge to uphold the high purposes of the National Junior Honor Society, to which I have been selected. I will be true to the principles for which it stands, and will maintain and encourage high standards of scholarship, service, leadership, character, and citizenship. I pledge to uphold the high purposes of the National Junior Honor Society, to which I have been selected, striving in every way, by word and deed, to make its ideals the ideals of my school and of my life. I pledge to maintain high scholastic standing, to endeavor intelligently and courageously, to be a leader, to give of myself freely in service of others, to hold as fundamental and worthy an untarnished character. In doing so, I shall prove myself worthy of a place in the National Junior Honor Society. I pledge myself always to seek the light of truth, to hold scholarly habits, to engage in worthy service, and to lead forward in all things that shall advance the welfare of the school. Good job. You may be seated. At this time, I invite Caroline and Christy to join us to pass pins and certificates. Ms. Fleming, would you please help out with the certificate passing? Is Ms. Christy here tonight?
Yes, I'm coming.
Miss Christie will pin you. The pins are a little finicky, so if she doesn't pin you for real, she'll just pass them to you.
I'm a little concerned about getting it.
Okay, Carl Russell. Miss Christie, do you mind if you come over here with Miss Fleming? She's going to do certificate, did she? Thank you, sorry. Abigail Lockett. Alexander Bolton. Thank you, Miss Christie. Ms. Wilbur, will you please join us for this part? Bailey Hill. Trinity Hill. Sarah McKinney. Silas Chakowski. Adeline Josephson. I now invite Miss Green to join us on the stage. Aiden Hemmerling. Ilea Westgate. Kale Labor. Thank you, Ms. Green. Miss Hutchins, will you please join us up here? Are the rest of you ready? You're all so serious. Goodness. Kane Bergeron. You can clap, it's okay. We're all really stoic right now. Marley Champney. Danny Carrier. Connor Hemmerling. Thank you, Ms. Hutchins. Ms. Oliver, will you please join us? Arrow Finger. You guys are very quiet. Reese Woodward. Elizabeth Inselman. And now please welcome a member of our Indian River School faculty, a Mascoma and National Honor Society alum, Ms. Heather Oliver, who will offer congratulatory remarks and to the new members.
Good evening. I'm excited to speak with you for the next hour. Just kidding. We needed to liven things up. It's only one page, I promise. So I'm very excited and honored to speak with all of you tonight. So as an Indian River School alumni and a former National Honor Society member, I hope that I can offer some insight to you on what the National Honor Society can mean for you. NJHS is built on the 5 pillars: the scholarship, service, leadership, character, and citizenship. If you're here on the stage tonight, you've already proven that you demonstrate these qualities. These pillars will do nothing if they aren't set on a solid foundation, and you, as the first members of the Indian River School NJHS, are the foundation for this esteemed group. Your actions will define what an Honor Society member looks like and sets up expectations for future classes of hopeful applicants. One of my favorite teachers when I was in high school was a man named Mr. Carr, and Mr. Carr taught economics, and he managed to teach all the intricacies of personal finance and global economics, largely through the help of Starburst. All right, I still remember these lessons. So pink Starbursts are much more valuable than yellow, and if someone hoards all the pink ones, there will be an actual war that breaks out. He's the reason why in 8th grade we studied Newton's laws with Hot Wheels cars, because there's lots of other ways to learn the same idea, but this is more fun. So tonight I thought I'd share with you the 2 words that Mr. Carr told me that have stuck with me for nearly 2 decades. And those 2 words were, do good. And this wasn't a phrase meant to make English teachers run for their correcting pen. He meant the noun, good, as in that which is right, or to benefit or advantage of someone. While some might join the NJHS for bragging rights, or because they felt it was what they should do, I encourage you to use your time in the NJHS to do good. In terms of scholarship, this is your chance to continue to do good. Be diligent. Don't abandon your assignments. Do until your good is better and your better best. Always ask why and don't stop looking for answers. Your knowledge is something you can share with others. When I was in NHS, we tutored students in math after school. That was my first experience with teaching, and while it was uncomfortable and a struggle for me at first, I knew that I did add some good into the world. I helped kids practice their math facts, spending hours with multiplication flashcards and manipulatives, and it was so rewarding to see their confidence grow and know that they had passed their math test in part due to something that I had shared with them. Service was my favorite part of NHS. It was a great opportunity to find ways to do good for the community and with your like-minded peers. I remember helping with the Listen Toy Drive, and to actually get to wrap and hand off the presents was really rewarding. We found unique ways to help others too. My senior year, we grew out our hair to donate to Locks of Love. It led to a very unfortunate haircut that was in all of my prom and graduation photos. But we did pool all our resources, so to speak, and we sent off enough hair to make several wigs. Leadership is not always easy in NJHS due to the fact that it is a large group of students who are natural leaders. Take initiative and volunteer to run an activity. But don't forget that a good leader will sometimes step back and share responsibilities with their peers. Most importantly, don't feel that you have to know all the right answers or never make a mistake. Some of the best leaders are the ones who are willing to recognize a mistake and take advice from others. Don't spend so much time worrying about the outcome of your action that you never act. And in my mind, character and citizenship both fall under one idea: integrity. Integrity is doing the right thing, even when no one is looking. If you see trash on the ground, do you walk by or do you stop and pick it up? Because it's the right thing to do. When someone's having a bad day, what could you do to make it a little bit better? When you make a commitment, do everything you can to see it through. Look for ways that you can do good where you are right now, and NJHS can be a tool for you to help spread some good in the world. These are the pillars, but you are the foundation. What you choose to do with your time in the NJHS will define what it means to be a part of this organization in years to come. You've shown such perseverance through the last few years. Many of you left middle school just as you were figuring out what it means to be a middle schooler, and whichever way you participated in school last year, it was nothing like any of us have experienced before. And yet here you are, you're successful academically, serving as a leader in and out of the classroom, and doing good for your communities. I'm confident that if you've made it this far, that you will do well in school in whatever path you choose afterwards, but I hope that you take this opportunity to make the most of your time in this group and to try to do good as much as possible. Congratulations on your induction to the National Junior Honor Society.
Interim principal at Indian River School, I am beaming right now. Ms. Guinness and I are so proud of all of you. You worked hard, you've demonstrated all of the pillars to achieve this. This is amazing, and you are the first group of NJHS members, and I am really, really proud of all of you. And I hope you're all so proud of them. They worked really hard for this. It was actually a really competitive process. We had a lot of applicants, which really shows how much students are academically engaged at Indian River School. So I just had to give that to you personally because I am so proud of you, Ms. Guinness, and I am very, very proud of you. Whew. Thank you all for attending our NJHS induction ceremony. I'd like to thank our faculty and staff, parents and guardians, and the community for the support they have given to these members of the Indian River School chapter of the National Junior Honor Society. I want to thank many of the staff members, including Ms. Westgate, who really stepped up and took leadership roles to get this off the ground this year. We had an amazing faculty advisory team that met, and they really worked through the process of the selection and really took the time to make sure that all applicants were reviewed to make sure that every student could be considered. At this time, will you please stand as our newest members of the National Junior Honor Society and join me in offering a huge round of applause. So what's going to happen now? Students are all going to rise. Thank you. And they were going to come off the stage with us.